May Gavanen and happy Yuletide all. Welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am. And today on MMOnday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, I probably forgot to reset my text, didn't I? Yes, I did. So, I keep forgetting to do that. Always takes me a minute or two to do at the beginning of the stream. But there we go. Alright, much better now. So we are currently at Cliving. Oh, actually, I'm in the Shire Homesteads because I was doing some offline stuff. But our questing is actually in Cliving. And we're going to be moving on from Cliving to probably Wildmoor, I think, once I finish up the last few quests I have in that area. Quick reminder to everyone, Yuletide is through the beginning of January, so you got about another week. There are a bunch of store sales. I would take me an entire stream to go through everything that is available on the store right now. So I would advise you to check the Lord of the Rings Online main forums under stores and promotions, and you will see everything that is on sale. There is a bunch. One thing I will do real quick, though, as soon as I load it up. Wrong screen, of course. Let's do this. I will go over to the forums real quick. Go to the sales and promotions, and I will double check what the free code is for this week. The free code is a free Crimson Die, and the code is Holiday Red, one word. Also, while I was over here doing some crafting, I tripped level 85. So as you can see, I have the Horse Lord's UI for my image, and been very, very busy. Let me move this over here. That's better there. And that's better there. And, of course, since every day is a Hobbit's birthday, we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. So let's see what present we have for today. 50 Virtue XP and a Battle Potion of Restoration. I could definitely use that. So there we go. Let's see. Yeah, I went ahead and basically, I had an entire new set of gear that I could wear. The combat armor of Eomer was available at level 85. So I went ahead and just made that all up for me. So I have a full suite of level 85 gear, all but blue. Alright, so we're in Faldham. I should change that because we're not in Cliving, we're in Faldham. So let me go ahead and see if I can adjust that real quick. I don't think I can do it from here, but I can do it from here. There we go. Much better. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back to Faldham, and we will go ahead and continue our questing. I think one of the things we were working on was, oh yes, I needed to enter the Lathbear Den. At the very end of the last session, there was a warrior just outside of Faldham. And I was doing some questing for him. And part of that questing was to take me over to the Lathbear dens, because I was actually working on a rumor that they had that the Lathbear were back. And was trying just to verify that. So let me go ahead and get all gussied up here. And we will go ahead and head there. There we go. Pick up a couple of orcs on the way. But I think it's easier at this point for me to just dismount and take them out. Go. Oh, there's a warband quest. Swerptreeper. Where is Swerptreeper? Is he up that way? No. There he is. And there we go. That's how quick it is. Hey! Hey, Des Discardo, you're in Moria. Yes, I remember seeing that on the Discord server. How is it? How are you enjoying Moria? Go ahead and open up my blue box of Norcroft spoils. 35 marks, a pendant, and a spotted war steed. I already got the spotted war steed, so I'll just go ahead and pass that on to one of my other characters. So we'll throw that into the shared storage. And housing, we got another Faldham pendant. There we go. I'm actually seeing people here. I've not seen anyone question others. Yes, unfortunately, well, that's kind of what I'm running through here, basically, on Angmar. I mean, I occasionally see other people while I'm questing, but I'm mostly just on my own, which frankly doesn't bother me. I actually kind of prefer it this way. Lets me just kind of focus on what I need to do and share the information with you guys. And keeps me out of trouble. I know that's asking a lot. Alright, so here's the Lathbear bin. Let's go ahead and... How far away is it? 225, so it's actually up the hill, so I'm going to have to go into this area since I find a way in. Maybe over here. No, not quite. Okay. Let's mount up on a regular horse because I need the pinpoint accuracy for this. This is a little weird. I'm not able to get into the Lathbear Den area. I might be going too far. Yeah, I think I'm definitely too far. Because I don't remember seeing anything like that when I tried to get into it before. So we'll back up this way. So, Destiscaro, how's your LI coming along? Have you got your, have you been to the Word Horde of Gobatham and gotten your traceries yet? Ah, there it is, right there. I just passed it up. That should get me into the area where the Lathbear Den is. The what? I'm still in. Oh, give me a. Let me finish up the Lathbear Den real quick, and I will show you exactly where you need to go. And because I need to upgrade my LI because at level 85. My whole LI changes. I have to get all new traceries and everything, and I have not done that yet. So I want to just finish up this one quest that I'm in, which is right here in the Lathbear Den, and then I'll head over and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. What the... There is something going on in this cave. New quest, smarter than average. You've entered into the Lathbear Den. Okay. Smarter than average. The Lathbears reside in the den in the valley east of Faldham. Strike against the Lathbears while they are unaware of your interference to prevent them from amassing a large attacking force. 5 daunting, 5 hulking, and then I need to defeat 3 of the matrons here. Oh. Now, in these caves, these are not an instance, so I can turn around and get jumped on by a... I can get jumped by a Nazgul on here, so that can make things even more interesting. This is weird. Okay, there's one of the matrons that I need to defeat. No, nothing in here. Okay. Well, it says there's some more to the cave, but doesn't look like I can get there from here. Alright. There's an up passageway that I saw. There it is. So I need to find the last Lathbear. Let me take my map real quick. Maybe I go this way. No? This? Alright, so I guess we'll do this. We'll go down this way. There we go. Okay, there's the 5 daunting Lathbears. I just need to defeat 2 more hulking Lathbears and the last matron. With their numbers hindered, any vengeful plots against the Rohirrim will be slow to develop. People of Faldham have been afforded a reprieve from the danger of the imminent Lethbear attack, thanks to your actions. And that is 60 quests in the Norcroft. I have completed quests in the Norcroft. Been awarded the title of Norcroft's Adventure, and I was awarded 5 LOTRO points. That's a good way to start the day. Now I still need one more Lethbear Matron, and then I can go ahead and finish this up. There she is. All right. So let's go ahead now. Talking about LIs. The main place where you get all of the traceries that go into your LIs is in Rivendell. So I'm going to do my quick port to Rivendell real quick. And then what you want to do is head to the last homely house. And then when you get into the last homely house, you want to head to the second floor on the left. And the place that you are looking for is called the Word Hoard of Gobatham. And it's right here. Now in this room, you'll find all of the bits and bobs that you'll need for your legendary item. You can, if you're missing any of your legendary items, you can barter for them here, and you can actually pick them up. You can sort them by class. Like for instance, if I go under Hunter, I can see all the different ones. I can get an axe, a bow, a club, a crossbow, and so forth. They're all right here. I went ahead and chose a bow and a sword for my choice. You can also pick up some scrolls and runes as well. Also, for 200 ancient script, you can get a free port back when you're ready for the next upgrade. You can get for script. You can always get level 1 enhancement runes. That's one reason why I always tell people don't sell any of the traceries that you have. I'll show you what to do with those in a second, because you can turn your traceries into ancient script, which you can then use either to buy runes or buy other traceries and so forth. The other thing that you need for the incomparable and the legendary traceries, let me pull up my cheat sheet here real quick, is you need tracery tokens. What it is there is a shattered token will get you the incomparable, which is the right here, tracery token incomparable, and the cracked token will get you the legendary tracery. For instance, here I can take a shattered tracery and turn it into an incomparable tracery. Basically, it's a downgrade. You can always downgrade, but you can't upgrade. So always remember that one. That one's very important. But once you have it, if you go into your character sheet, you'll see this item right here. Drag and drop socket equipment here to slot, unslot, or replace existing essences. You also use that to slot, unslot, and use runes on your legendary items. For instance, I'll go ahead and pull. Well, actually, let me do this real quick. One thing that you have to do every few levels is you have to open up the legendary item forge. I have no item forge. That's weird. I thought at level 85 I would get new. Or is it 86? It's 86. Okay. That's why I couldn't find it. It's 86, so it'll be a little while before I can do that. But anyway, what you have to do is you have to go to the forge. And every time you go to the forge and you have the option to reforge your item, it costs you a little bit of gold. You can change the name when you reforge it. But it also opens up, it increases the level that your current slots can be runed to, and it opens up new slots as you get going. So you always want to remember that, and that's one of the big reasons why I like the subscriber town services token, because I can do that anywhere. I can go ahead and open up my legendary item forge from anywhere in the world. So it's a good thing to do. But once you go ahead and forge it, you'll have this little window that'll show up on the side that says, you know, all of your runes go up to level 120 and you gain new slots. Or no change necessary, or all your rune slots just went up. That's nothing. Those are the messages you basically get. But when you go ahead and take the weapon and you just drop the icons you can see right here, it opens up this window. This is actually the legendary item window itself. In here, in here are your different slots. Like you always have one. Oh God, what is it? You always have one heraldry. You can have multiple words of power, multiple words of mastery, and multiple words of craft. Those are the 4 different types of traceries that you can have on your LI. There we go. I gotta move this out of the way so I can see things. There we go. So for instance, on here I have the Heraldry of the Sparrow as my heraldic tracery. For my words of power, I have skill induction speed and melee skills damage. Those are my words of mastery. For my those are my words of power. For words of mastery, I have my range skill, crit multiplier, and barrage damage. And then for my word of craft, I have ascendant light. Now what you do is there's different areas in the word hoard that you can go to. Like for instance, all the class-based traceries are here on the first room on the wall. So let me find the hunter traceries. There they are. Now I haven't actually been here. One of the things they also recently did is rechange them. Ah, okay. As you can see, they're all divided up into different areas. Hunter traceries, general damage, general utility, huntsman, bowmaster, trapper of foes. The general damage stuff is for any, in the hunter case, that's for anything, and then you've got specifically for the huntsman trait tree, for the bowmaster trait tree, and for the trapper of foes trait tree. So if you're looking for something in particular, you can find it there. So for instance, let's say I was looking for a general damage one. So here are all the general damage traceries that I can pick up. And if you notice, they're multicolored. The yellow ones are uncommon. The purple ones are the rares. Then when you start getting up here to the incomparable ones, that's when you need the shattered tracery token. And then in order to get the legendary one, that's where you need the cracked tracery tokens. Now you usually get those. There's multiple ways you can get the shattered and the cracked tracery tokens. You can get them as different rewards on the LI reward track. I gotta claim these two real quick. But you see here, you can pick up sealed traceries on here. You can pick up runes on here. You can pick up ancient script on here. Let me go down here. Where is... I know there's... Yeah, right here. On level 20, for instance, I picked up a free tracery token incomparable. So you can get them on there. Oh, just found a perfectly well 4 GA Pain Gorgers in D4 and got 40 billion golden trip. Nice. Thank you. Thank you much, SFC. Yeah, I've been... We'll need to talk D4 in a bit. Right now, I got to go over some of this stuff here for Desdiscardo. But we'll talk D4 in a bit. I've been having some fun there. But as you can see, you can actually get tracery tokens and runes and just random traceries all on your LI reward track. Because I always tell people, check your LI reward track It's very important. It's one of the ways to help build your weapon up while you're leveling. So once you get the traceries, and once you pick up the traceries you get, and this actually takes some plan. It's real quick, I have a spreadsheet that I use. Let me pull it over here real quick. And as you can see, this has a lot of information on it, but this is where I plan everything, and it shows what levels they are. I also have on here a very important thing, the LI breakpoints. That's when I looked at it. I thought 85 is the breakpoint. No, it's 86. 86, everything goes up to a new, a whole new level of tracery at 86. But level 50 is the first breakpoint. And like I said, once you buy your tracery, you then can go ahead and when you open up your thing, you'll have an empty hole, and you can just drop it in the hole. And the nice thing about it is that you'll see a little sparkle when you pick up something and use it. For instance, let me go ahead and I can show you with the runes real quick. Let's say I wanted to go ahead and use, if I have any runes. Yeah, here we go. I got some runes. Let's say I wanted to use these runes on my thing. If I pick it up, you see how they're twinkling a little bit, maybe a little hard to see. But I can go ahead and drop the rune anywhere here. I've already got them maxed out, so I don't have to worry about too much on this one. So let me go ahead and check. Let me check the Albion. No, I actually managed to. I did max everything out. That's good. But anyway, you just drop the rune on there, and it increases it, and you can use multiple runes to increase it in order to get it to the level. Oh, wait, no, 100 or 125. I actually have to do these. I actually need to do these. Let me get the bow. So let's say, for instance, I wanted to go ahead and increase my Heraldry of Sparrow. Go over here, drop it in. Do I want to use Enhancement Rune 3, level 50, to level up the Heraldry of the Sparrow? Yes. And then you get an option of how many to use. I can use up to 9, because these are +3, and that'll give me 127. So what I'll do is I'll use 8, and that'll take me up to 124. And then I just go overhead here and pull out one of my Enhancement Rune +1s. And slot that in there. And now it's maxed out at level 125. And I just need to continue to do that for all of these. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. But this is how you update runes. And I think I'm out of level 3 runes already. Okay, well, we'll use the ancient script and sealed chest. Let me see here what I got. And then we'll go ahead and pop this out, pop this out, pop this out. See, these are all traceries that I've just picked up through the course of my adventuring. And I saved them in my Essence Tracery carry-all because, for instance, right now I need a whole bunch of runes that I don't have. I can turn around and buy the runes that I need, though, for 200 ancient script pop. And so if I sell all these off, which, by the way, there's an item that's available called the Flame of Al-Klamir. I usually get mine from the Bree fountain from one of the merchants that's right there at the base of the Bourse fountain in Bree. But there are other vendors you can find it for. But what you can do is it turns around, and if you right click on them, you see all these traceries are the only items are glowing. I can turn around and click on a tracery. And you want to destroy the stack of barrage damage to extract 40 ancient script from each. Yes. And there I just picked up 40 ancient script. And if you go in your wallet B and scroll all the way down to item advancement, you can see how much ancient script you have. You can only hold a max of 10,000, and I have 3,000 here. So let me go ahead and burn all these off. So I have all this ancient script. There we go. So that gives me now a total of 3,200 ancient script. And also, this is one reason, like I said, why I tell people to save everything for your LI. This horde right here. I've actually gone through and I've dropped it down a little bit. But this is where, oh, I can use these runes too, yes. Because I'm now level 85, I can use all these runes, so we'll do those later. But this is where I pick up a lot of my stuff. I've got extra coffers of ancient script up here. I've got some extra runes, which we'll go ahead and burn real quick. Let's go ahead and stop gathering that for the time being, so that I can go ahead and there we go. That gives me some more ancient runes. So, and like I said, you just want to go through and increase all the items you've got. You want to try to max them out, because if you'll notice here, I'm going to add 4 runes to this. And actually, let me close it out real quick. It's currently at the melee skills damage increases your melee damage and your critical rating. You see right now it's at plus 22 and 177. So I need, these are plus 2. I've got 3 times 2 is 6. So we'll throw them all down there. So if I go ahead and throw all these runes on here, I increase it by 6 levels because those are plus 2 runes. I go from plus 22 melee damage, but my melee damage didn't increase, but my critical rating did. So there's always, these all can go up as you increase them and go up in level. There we go. I need to pop back in here. Shared storage. This is why I save everything. Because you definitely will need runes throughout the course of your adventure. Like, I'm probably not even going to go ahead and be able to get everything up to 125, but I'll at least try to get everything that I can up to 125. I mean, you may not think it's a lot, but it actually does make a difference here. Okay. Like here, 116. Let's just max this one out real quick. Yep. There we go. See, I want to increase my crit rating to 215. Like here, we'll do this one here. We'll do this one. I'll see here. I've got 14, so I should be able to max it out. So we do this. I'm going to go ahead and max it out. Plus 10% induction bow crit modifier, plus 10 focus bow crit modifier, and plus 165 crit rating. When I max it out, crit rating went up to 215. So it's, you know, it makes a difference trying to max everything out. And every few levels, like for instance at 50, 86, 101, 106, you get a whole new level of these. So these will actually stop working. If you'll notice on here, these are enhancement limit is up to 125, so I can't enhance them anymore. The next slot is going to take me up to like 130 or 140. I have to have another tracery in there if I want to get them to complete to go up further. So that's why you'll see when you're on the traceries, you'll see they pop up to 86. And see, if you also notice in the upper left-hand corner, there's a 4 there. And on the level 50 generals is a 1, 86 is a 4, and at 101 is a 7. So they go up every few levels, and you've got to be on top of it. Oh, let's see, what was I going to do? I was going to get more runes. So let me go ahead and pull. Let's just do this. Let's just go ahead and pull all the runes out that I've got. Yeah, I know, I'm going too fast. The nice thing is, too, is now this is adding a whole bunch of extra room to my storage. So I'll have a whole bunch of extra room in here now. That'll be filled up with more LI stuff as I approach level 101. And also level 86, too. Luckily, though, when you pick up the new 86 runes, they're almost maxed out at what they need to be, so you usually don't need a whole lot of runes. So I should be okay, or I can pick up the runes that I need. So we'll go ahead and... Yep. I'm going to be needing them all, so we'll just go ahead and... because I got to get up to level 125 if I can. Because that's max. You know, it's always good if you can to max it. You can't max it right away, then just get what you can. But now the biggest thing is to plan. You've got to have a good plan as to what you're looking for, and there are a lot of runes, a lot of traceries. That's one reason why I went ahead and I built that spreadsheet, and I've got all my tracery runes planned out. I even have a spreadsheet for my Peregrine Hunter at 115, and I have all of everything that she has on there too. So, like, okay, is this working out okay? Do I need this? Can I use that? It's definitely a lot of nitpicky stuff. It really is. But it's very important for the power of your character. All right, so let's see here. We want to decrease barrage damage 115. I need 10 points. So 2 and 2. There we go. And then the Ancient Light, Ascendant Light, 28. 6 and 4 is 24, and 1 makes 25. There we go. And that's so the Bow of the New Forest is now maxed out. We'll go ahead and well, the problem is I can't use these runes anyway. They're level 50 runes, so I might as well just max them out. Heraldry of the Sparrow. And 125. There we go. 9 times 3. 8 and 1. 8 and 1. And this is going to be about the end of my... Yep, because I only have 3 plus 1 runes left. We'll just go ahead and throw them under Focus Spender right there. There we go. That's... well, I don't quite have it maxed out. I have it most enough so that we should be fine. But also, it increases, as you get these runes up, it also increases your bow damage or your sword damage and so forth. This is honestly one of the hardest planning things that I have to do for my classes in game, is getting their LIs and figuring out what I need and making sure that I get them right and such. Trust me, you don't want to know how many times I've screwed them over and screwed myself over and had to basically yank everything out either with mithril coins or just overwrite them and you lose everything and start all over. It's not pretty. So I advise you to spend some time in here. Also spend some time at the LOTRO wiki to go ahead and look over your traceries and stuff. But that's just a very brief introduction to it. Everybody, the way they play their character is different, and there are so many traceries. Again, these are the general traceries right up here, and in this whole room are all the classes: Runekeeper, Lore Master, Captain, Champion, Mariner. They're all in here. Then in this little room over here are your Heraldic traceries, which are that first slot, and the Word of Craft traceries, and the Word of Power traceries are all right here. And again, these are all broken up by, in this case, they're uncommon and rare and incomparable. So if you're looking to, so like for instance, I would want to get the Sparrow incomparable when I get up to level 86, if I can. So I would go under Legendary, level 86, look up Heraldry of the Sparrow. You can see item level 126 already starts off at an 87 agility, 118 vitality, and a 414 Fizz Mastery. The current Heraldry of the Sparrow that I have right now is only 76. So you can see how much it just keeps building and building and building. And that's the best way I found to get your stats up. In this case, You know, just going up to the base 126 is going to net me 9 agility, 10 vitality, and a good 50 Phys Mastery. And as you level, your Phys Mastery needs to go up in order to stay on top of the mobs. Hopefully I have not burnt your brain out. We can do more discussions in the Discord channel, by the way. If people are interested in my Discord channel, there is a link down below. We talk about Lord of the Rings Online. Come and join me there. And I'll gladly talk you over any of the traceries and stuff that you need and help you plan right there on channel. Please come on by. Definitely. All right, so let's head back to Faldham. No worries, no worries. That's one of the things I enjoy to do, is just to stay on top of these things. Trust me, when I first started playing this, I got my first LI, I was thinking, yes, more power. And then I broke my brain trying to figure it. I really did. Oh. It is very confusing, I will be honest with you. It did take me a long time to kind of rack my head around all of the stuff that's needed. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn in this quest with the Lathe Bear, because the corrupted matrons came from Sahar, who should be in right here in this house. And there he is.
Our mission is dire.
Admirably handled. Without their matrons, the Lather numbers should be fragile enough as to not risk assaulting our homes directly. I will endeavor to pass on the tale of your deeds, so the accounts of the Lather's danger might be heeded as a warning of true peril, and not told as a harmless fable or children's tale. Had you not intervened, we may have learned a most difficult lesson. Return to Northwolf and put his mind at ease. And that was part of, I need to aid northward in order to continue the main book quest, so everything's kind of interconnected that way. And the daring huntress rides on her hobby horse across the plains of Rohan. All I need now is to pull out my loyal goose of Gondor and hear her wings a-flapping and scaring the enemies away. Alright, so now I need to talk to Northwolf and let him know that I have taken care of the matrons. I think he's in here. Yes. There he is.
What business have you with the road you're in?
I'm encouraged that we were able to prevent these Lathbear beasts from overwhelming the people of Faldham. With one danger behind us, I look only to facing the orc threat. You have my gratitude. Something else to notice? You can even get runes as part of quests. And the runes take the same levels, rare, or uncommon, rare, incomparable, and legendary as +1, 2, 3, and 4. So these are +2 runes, I do believe. We'll go ahead and I'll get them as part as I complete this quest. Yep, I got a single +2 rune. So we'll go ahead and use that now on Albion, and we'll increase this up to 108. And now I can talk to Thane Elfmar about the preparations for the Elf Horde now that I've eased Northwolf's mind.
Thank you for your help.
Northwolf seems ready to focus on the task at hand now that his mind is at ease. Olsen has heard worrying about the Crofters and their lack of preparations. Speak with Olsen and inquire about lending a hand so he may concern himself with his own readiness. Alright, so now I need to find Olsen, and I need to get his mind focused on the needs of the town as compared to his personal ones. Yeah. Where is he? Oh, he's still here. So that's him right there? Yep, he's right there. There he is. So see what help Austin needs.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Hail, friend. Thane Elfmar has given word that the Elford have prepared their steeds and equipment for what will be a dangerous assault against our home. I must keep focused upon this task, yet I cannot help but be concerned for the people of Faldham. The crofters are terribly unready for the upcoming siege. Without proper preparation, many are certain to die fighting for their land and home. May I entrust you with aiding these people of merit? Lend them your skill, and I will see that you are rewarded for your trouble. Okay, so I need to aid 4 of the farmers outside of... Just outside of... Yep, so I thought, just outside of Faldham.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Oh, and it looks like he is one of the ones that I need to help. So we'll see what Theurgir needs.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Hail to you, Hunter. I imagine you're familiar with siege tactics, defensive positioning, and the like. Do our farmsteads appear ready to withstand an enemy's charge? I believe that more must be done to protect our homes. I beg of you, assist us in boarding the openings. A well-boarded window will make it difficult for an orc to penetrate or to easily peer inside to look for prey. Use the planks I have cut to cover the windows of the unprotected homes. Okay. And here's a sturdy wood plank, so we'll grab some of these. So we'll go ahead and board up windows, and while I'm boarding up windows, unprotected ones, we will head down to the other farmers, which are... Okay, I guess I have to do them one at a time. Okay. So you need to ride over this way. And there's another one of the farmers I need to help right there, so we'll talk to him while I'm here.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
These lands are far too dangerous. The Udin King keeps safe only those within his walls, and so my family makes for Erebus at once. But I worry about providing for my family once we reach the great city. If I had some pelts to sell at the market, I would feel much better about making the journey. Please, gather some hides for me so that I might care for my children. And go with haste. I cannot afford to hesitate any longer. We shall depart shortly. And he's already boarding up his window, but I'll see if there's any windows that I can help him with. And there's another farmer, and there's an unprotected window right there. So we'll go ahead and board that up real quick.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Eldiad, oh dear Eldiad. He was my husband, killed by orcs during a walk along the western hillside. He stood alone against them so that I might escape, but now everything in Faldham reminds me of his tragic death. I cannot bear to stay here much longer. Please, traveler, I beg of you this one favor. Before I flee to start a new life in Erebus, I ask for vengeance for Eldiad. The orc who slew my husband was a large brute called Gat by those with him. Ensure that Gat is never able to harm another man, and I will see to your reward. Ooh, taking out an orc bully? Definitely. I'll gladly take out an orc bully. I can go ahead and get these unprotected windows real quick. Anything on the back side? No. Get these unprotected windows here. Over here on the back side of the house, anything? Nope. There we go. And there's the last unprotected window that I need to board. Oh, I have a time limit. Oh, what am I doing? Why would I do that? I need to go get lathe bears. I just noticed that was a timed quest. I need to collect 5 pristine bears in 7 minutes. So. Oh, okay, just bears or lathe bears, so that's good. Let me go ahead and get buffed up here real quick. Because I'm in the danger zone. I could get mauled by a Nazgul just for looking funny. Okay, I need one more hide. Come on, where are you, bear? Here, berry, 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 berry. There it is. Okay, there's the 5 pristine hides, and I need to return them to the farmer. Okay, so let's mount up. He's only... There. And there's the other farmer I need to help. We'll talk to him in just a moment. Let me go ahead and turn in this quest to Getrick.
Will you aid the horse lords?
What fortuitous timing. We are at the precipice of departure. You had arrived not a moment too soon. These hides are in pristine condition. We should be able to barter for what we need to survive once we arrive at Edoras. Blessings upon you for your aid. And that should be the second farmer. No, that is not. All around the mead hall. Okay, so I'm just doing extra quests just because I'm nice. Okay, that's fine. These aren't the farmers that I'm supposed to be helping. The ones that are there in the mead hall. An end to lending. Oh, let's not do that one. Let's not do that one. Let's go ahead and let's speak to Tugir about the boarded window since I completed that one. And we'll get Gat, the orc brute, because, well, it's an orc brute. I want to take care of him anyway.
Our mission is dire.
Our homes are now much more difficult to infiltrate. A welcome trait once the fighting begins. I thank you for your assistance. If our advanced efforts have saved the life of even a single crofter, then they were worthwhile. We'll take care of that orc brute in a minute. Oh, I bet he counts as one of the farmers. I'm so confused. Okay, then let's go ahead and take care of Gat real quick. Where is Gat? He's on the other side of Faldheim to the northwest. Okay. Is that it? Did I do good? There we go. And then I also picked up the Vengeance for the Ethelgels ones, which is just general mounted orcs anywhere in the zone. You can see, I mean, literally anywhere in the zone. So, but I went ahead and took care of Gat. Alright, there we go. So let's go ahead and turn in that quest to help Gat out. Or that I do ends with, where I let her know about Gat's defeat. Excuse me.
Our mission is dire.
I know that nothing will bring Adelard back to me, but I feel a sense of closure in knowing that he has been avenged. I thank you for accepting my request. I shall depart for the King's City, but will honor Aeliard's memory with each passing day. And that she counted as one of the farmers of so let's go ahead. Fields of Uncertainty. Let's see. Alright, so there are the other two farmers down there. So I bet you it is one of the... I bet you I did have to do that one quest I looked at and said, nah, I don't want to do it. I probably have to. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and do it.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
It is said that a farmer is only effective as his tools, and I am sorely lacking many of the tools which I now require. I have needed many of the tools I have lent to my friends and neighbors, and I foresee them being invaluable in the coming days. Might you gather up many of the items I have loaned out and return them to me? In particular, I am seeking my hammer, hay fork, lantern, and an old bow. Speak to the other crofters around Faldheim and inquire about the items. These tools will be put to good use when the siege begins. Alright.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Theodrin's hammer was loaned to me, but I can't recall where I placed it. Ah, yes, I remember now. I was using it on the barrels by the stables. Must thank Diorn for his generosity. There it is. Maybe another crofter just on the other side of Faldheim here? Yes? Nope, inside Faldheim. Okay. Looks like Enswith had one of the pieces too.
What brings you to these lands?
Diorin loaned my husband his lantern as a favor. You're more than welcome to take it. I last saw it laying near the windmill. There it is. No, that's all you. I thought he had it from the pieces. Maybe not. Oh, probably Halgamar has one of the other quests I need. An end to lending.
Our mission is dire.
I would be happy to return Darren's hay fork. I appreciate him loaning it to me. I last used it at Salyard Stable. If you're looking for it, I would start there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get that first. And then I will go back to him and get his quest, because then he'll be the last farmer quest that I need. And there's the hay fork right there. Now we'll go ahead and get his quest, and that'll be the 4th farmer that I need to complete this series. Freeing the steeds.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
A few men have reported horses missing. The orc poachers have come and abducted them during the cover of night. The tracks from town lead east and then to the south toward the mountain pass. I beg of you, please release our steeds from the enclosures of the orcs. No doubt they have some vile intention for the steeds that we have taken such care of, but be most cautious. That area has grown rather dangerous as of late. Okay, now I need to head into Faldham to get the last item. His lone hunting bow. And then we will go ahead and take care of the orcs and free the steeds. That's the part I like anyway. I go through there and just laying waste to everything within an orc village. Sounds like fun to me. And there's the lone bow right there. All right, let's go ahead and take care of those. Yes. I was wondering if I was going to go to that place, because I'd seen it just as I was passing by earlier, and I figured I'll wait and go there and enjoy it. And there'll probably be another minor quest for me to do with over there too. Usually some of these places have multiple quests that you can do. Cooked food? That is a cooked food. And why did my thing not trip? Let's go on. Here I come to save the day. You discovered the White Hand War Camp. Alright. Oh, did somebody already come through here and lay waste to the camp and beat me? Yep. Somebody already did it. But makes me come in here and have fun. I need to find the horses. Oh, they're not in this part of the camp. Because it's taking me out. Okay. They're in the outer portion of the camp. There's probably another quest that'll take me to the inner portion of the camp. There we go. There they are. The horses have been set free from the orc pen. There we go. That wasn't as fun as I had hoped, but oh well. Did pick up a scholar's case and a woodworker scroll, but I don't need it, so. Oh, I need to. We'll take him out. Okay, we'll go and talk to Hal Gamar. He asked me to free the horses.
Will you aid the horse lords?
It is good to know that our friends have been released from safety. We must be vigilant, night and day, to stop the orcs from any more of this trickery. People of Faldham owe you much for your help. A friend of horses will always be welcome here. And that's the third farmer that I needed to aid. And I have all of Dioran's items that he's missing.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Thank you for returning all of my loaned items. My tools will be put to good use when the time is right, and the assailants will learn to folly by underestimating a prepared crofter. And that's Osen of the Elf Ward. He's now been helped. I've aided the farmers of Faldham.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Knowing that the people of Faldham will be ready for what comes is of great assurance to me. There are a few men who would go to such great lengths to aid us, and it is my pleasure to call you a friend. My mind will now solely rest upon the thoughts of victory in the coming battle. Okay. Now go back to Thane Elfmar. Now that Osen's concerns have been remedied.
Thank you for your help.
Your helpful deeds have calmed Odin's concerns. Valuable will be his strength in the coming days. I must request one more favor of you. Langthrith, one of the wisest of the Elfward, has been concerned with another foe. Please, speak with him and learn of his distress. Okay. Alright, so we need to talk to Langthrith. And the quest is the Elfwood. And he is right over there. There he is.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Pressed from all sides. The Elfwood alone must defend the people of Faldham. Reeve Aethelward sits fortified to the north, unwilling to send aid to us, and the people in the Thane Mildrith Watch have been trampled in the wake of the orcs heading west. When their wicked blades turn toward Faldham, it will come from the north and from the west. My thoughts dwell ever in a different direction. I look towards the danger from the east. We've seen much activity of the orcs in the mountain passes leading toward the east wall. I fear these orcs plan to ambush our flanks when the force of the north approaches. We cannot allow ourselves to be surrounded. Strike against the orcs that dwell along the pass to the east, and we shall observe how they respond. Oh, he's got another quest for me.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
The prisoner returns. My focus lies upon the Ninkai orcs plotting and scheming in the eastern mountain passes. They are a new but unsettling threat to the Elfwood. There's but one course of action for you to ever delay their treachery: to confront and defeat their leader. You must breach the enemy camp, locate and overthrow the Ninkai taskmaster. His defeat should throw the lackeys into a state of panic and chaos, granting us the opportunity to better prepare our defenses before dealing with the rest. Ah, right there and there, so that's good. Let's head over there. So I actually do get to spend a little bit more time in that orc camp. I thought that was going to be the end of it. I want to go ahead and keep the orc leader on focus, because the other ones is just defeat different orc scouts and different types of orcs. That one I can just go through, and as I'm getting rid of everything, I can take care of those. But I want to make sure I have the orc leader highlighted so I'd be able to locate him. And I picked up a remote quest, Reversal of Sabotage. The Ninkai powder kegs can be found within the orc camp. The orcs have a collection of dangerous powder kegs within their camp. To overcome the threat of the Ninkai's black powder kegs, it's possible to ignite their fuses while they remain within the enemy's grasp. Ooh, we get to go boom booms! I like going boom booms. I picked up another remote quest, a familiar tactic. Defilers in the Ninkai camp are carrying mixtures of acids to be used against the Rohirrim. So I need to claim those vials of acid. Okay. Ah, there's one of the barrels of black powder right there. Go. Come on. Thank you. Okay, which way to the leader? The leader is going to be in this area. No? Or is he up here? He might be up here. But I do see there are barrels of black powder in here, so it's hard for us to come in here. There's 2 more of the barrels of black powder that I need. I'm close to where the Taskmaster is. I've got the vials of acid, but we'll go ahead and get these barrels really quick. Taking the vials away from the orcs was a wise decision. The mixture within appears to be highly corrosive, produced as a weapon to be brandished against the Erlingus. You've encountered Dogrum, the Minkai leader. Alright, where is he? I blew his horn. Oh. Oh, did I just... I probably screwed everything up. I may have to wait for someone else to trip him now, because I think I did it out of order. Let's back out. Ah, no, there he is. There we go. I need to ignite 3 more powder kegs in order to finish this quest. Ooh. Another ornate cache. Well, yes, I can definitely use that. Thank you very much. There's 6. There's 7. And there's number 8. Alright, so that takes care of this. I need to go back to Langfrith and talk to him. So we will go ahead and port back to Faldham. pressed from all sides.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
The Ninkai have been shaken by unexpected interference. I expect the orcs to retaliate, but they seem satisfied to have shrunk back into the mountains beyond our watch. Perhaps they had not expected such strong resistance from the residents of Faldham. Fine work. This will be one less opponent to concern ourselves with in the coming hours. In the next quest, reversal of sabotage.
What brings you to these lands?
We return unscathed. Remarkable. When I heard the sound of each blast resounding across the plains, I had feared for your safety. I can see now that you had matters well under your control. Your clever plot of sabotage has surely thrown the Ninkai plans into ruin. Without their furtive weapons to aid them, they have no hope of easily penetrating our walls. And now, unfortunately, the prisoner returns. It is regrettable that their leader was able to flee, but if this Dalgrim has truly fled from the Ninkai encampment, the result is much the same to me. Without the Taskmaster's commands, the remnants of their tribe will likely disband their plot and set out for easier prey. Knowing that this danger has subsided, I must now concentrate entirely on the coming siege of Faldham. Praises upon you, my friend. You are indeed a worthy ally. Good. So now we can go ahead and talk to Thane Elfmar. That should be the last of the preparations that I needed to do for the Elf Ward.
Thank you for your help.
The elf would seem wholly focused on the charge set before them. Early is the hour in which these foes approach our threshold, and we shall be ready to meet them with steel in hand. You deserve much for your efforts, but the day is not yet won. It would give me great honor to count you among the Elf Ward, the protectors of Faldheim. Light Shadow of the Norcross, and I got a title of the Elf Ward. Very, very nice.
Can you help me with this?
The Coming Storm. The hour has come. We have received no answer from Theoden King to our request for reinforcements, and Reed Aethelward has made it known that our fate is now our own. Retreat is not an option. We must stand against the first waves of the coming storm. I think now upon my father's training and his wisdom. I must rally my people and trust in the great skill of the Elfward, and I ask that you ride north and assist Norbald with the defenses. You have done much to help the people of Faldheim. We must not let it fall at this most crucial moment. Okay. Speak to Norbald at Enswith's farm north of the meat hall. Only 174 meters, just literally on the other side of the wall pretty much, so that's good. I need to speak to Norbald. There he is.
What brings you to these lands?
You are not a moment too soon. The first waves of the Uruk force have begun to arrive in earnest. We must hold off the enemy riders and grant Thane Elfmar and the others a moment to rally. Defeat Uruk-hai raiders and skirmishers. There we go. Well, I took out the vengeance for Ethelgil, so repeat a quest. So that's now completed. And I went ahead and took out Gert again since he was right there, so. Okay, I need to defeat 4 Uruk-hai raiders. Looks like they're in this general area too, but I'm mostly seeing skirmishers. There's a raider. Need one more Urukai raider and that'll finish that quest off. Let's see if I can find one on track. I was headed in the right direction almost. Okay. There he is. There we go.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Fine work. That might slow down the enemy's advance. We've stopped their first efforts, but we must not lower our guard. There will surely be more on the way.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Holding back the tide. Another group of enemy riders was seen en route to the eastern farms. Akrita and some of the others plan to defend the eastern crofters, and I would wager they are in need of your aid. We will secure this area for as long as we are able, but you must see to it that Akrita and his company do not fall to the Uruks at his location. Ride now, with haste. Right, here's Sarhad's farm. Just outside the farm is... There he is.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
It is good to see a friendly face come to aid us, but some of my company has already fallen. These Uruks have not the skill to match us on horseback, yet their numbers make them a frightening and unpredictable foe, and there are still more Uruk reinforcements on the way. At the present hour, we have managed to protect many of the crofters, but if we do not repel these Urukai with haste, there will surely be more casualties. Defeat as many as you are able, before the farms are overcome. I need to defeat 2 raiders and 2 skirmishers within a time limit. 12 minutes. And it looks like there's a warband over here too, so we might just pick up that warband. Oh, we'll go ahead and take him out while we're here. And I just need one. Oh, that's it. I've taken care of all of the stuff that I needed to take care of. So which way? I guess I need to go this way. There he is.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Our foes were no match for your skill, a worthy effort, and none moment too soon, I might add. In the distance I spy more Uruks riding toward us. I'd best remain here and brace for another assault, but you must rally to Thane Elfmar. Hear what plan my Thane has devised the defense of our homes, and help to see that it's carried out. Okay, so back to the Thane, and I guess that's going to be the instance. And I don't know if anybody has noticed or not, But it's been very quiet on the Nazgul front today. I haven't had a single one appear, which is very strange. I fully expected to be inundated with Nazgul by now, especially when I took over, when I went ahead and did a full wipe of that orc camp.
You did very well.
The defenses the outer farms will hold, but they will not hold forever without support. The Elfwood are ready to ride to protect the crofters to make Faldham what it is. The enemy approaches. Rest not, my friend, will be a precious need of your ability.
I need your help, if you can aid me.
The defense of Faldham. The task set before us may be the most important challenge the Elfwood will ever encounter. We ride now to meet our destiny, perhaps for the final time. We must not let the defenses of Faldham fall, or all will be lost upon us. Prepare yourself. United, we shall face our enemies.
Thane Elfmar has rallied the Elf Ward for the coming assault against Faldham, hoping to repel the assembled White Hand force.
Thank you for your help.
The enemy forces have reached the threshold of Faldham. The Elfwood have taken up positions around the perimeter to defend our borders, but they will need your assistance. I expect the first waves to come from the north. Ride with me as we watch the northern borders. Take courage and fight well. Speak.
Thank you for your help.
The initial surge of riders has been dealt with, and I will able to hold the northeast edge on my own. Northwest is protecting the perimeter farms a short distance to the south. I would ask that you see to his success there. On the road to the southwest. Southwest, this way. This is, yeah, these things steer like boats, though. Alright, so where is he? Ah, that's the wall, so it's not that way. And this way? Nope. Alright, let me check something really quick here. I don't know where I need to go. There we go. There we go. Now I have a waypoint. Way, target, 54.6 south, and 56.4 west. Oh. Hope if I can actually type correctly. There we go. It's over here. There he is.
Our hope lies in strength, but the servants of the enemy are everywhere.
Elfma holds the east, then we must defend the other borders. Will you ride out to meet the enemy at my side?
The Dunlendings rally to the banner of the White Hand.
I am pleased to have you along with me. Let us show these invaders the merit of the Elf Ward. Well, that's good. They're trying to break through our defenses. There they are. Go. third wave. Oh. Okay.
Time is short. So is hope.
We still hold the southern edge intact. The enemy shall not penetrate from this side while I remain vigilant. The enemy will try to find another way around our defenses. Austin will lead your aid to the west while I remain behind to watch the flank. Oh, okay. Wait for Austin to approach. There he is.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
To the west, I spotted several bands of orcs headed toward Faldham. They seem to be pressing from every flank. I came at once. I require your aid if you dispose of the attacking foes. There we go. There we go. Ooh, 3 more this time. Got him. Speak to Langworth outside the meat hall and see what aid he needs. Alright. There he is.
What brings you to these lands?
Exceptional work at the borders. Few orcs have made it this far into the village. I noticed a few of the invaders shouting about their war chieftains commanding from just north of the meat hall. Defeat this Uberhar and this Botglim and throw the attacking force into caves. Langworth believes the invading commanders can be found north of the meat hall. There's Botglim. There's Botglim. And there's the other one right there. Stop. There's Urbar right there. Darn it, I just lost him too. And Urbahar has been defeated. So now we'll speak to Thane Elfmar at the Mead Hall gates.
Thank you for your help.
The invading forces are in utter disarray. The loss of their leaders has caused great chaos, resulting in many of their riders and infantry repeating back north towards Ethelgels. The Elfward will continue to drive back those intent on pursuing the assault, but I believe we have saved the village and its people. I will gather up the others when the last enemy has been driven back, and we can discuss matters when all is quiet again.
You did very well.
Victory for the Elfward. The people of Faldham will continue to live and prosper free from the tyranny of the White-Hand Uruks and their cruel master. We owe our success today to your brave deeds. Know always that you are welcome among my people, and that we are honored to count you among our allies. Look at that, I get a title, and I get to choose some shoulder pads of the Elfward. Nope. The ceremonial mace. Slight damage, but it's mostly might. And the cloak. Nope. So we'll just take the most expensive and sell it.
Can you help me with this?
To Earworth. Rumor has come to my ear of the troubles of Nentwash Vale, riding of Reeve Ingbert of the House of Leothorn. It is said that the goblins and the orcs out of the Misty Mountains have descended upon the riding and are prepared to lay siege upon Earworth. If you wish to be obeyed to the Eastmanet, journey west to Earworth and offer your services to Reeve Ingbert. I'm sure that he will be grateful for the assistance. The people of Faldham must carry on under their own defenses, but we will not forget your aid. And I have become an ally to the Norcrofts. When the Norcrofts are in need of aid, the inhabitants expect that you will find your way to the forefront of battle to assist them. And I picked up a title, Wayfarer of the Plains, and I picked up 15 LOTRO points. But no tattered shadows today. Very strange. Well, you see, I think I figured it out. They're afraid of me on my hobby horse, and they're afraid of my goose. See, my loyal goose of Gondor right there, that's what they're afraid of. That's why the Nazgul haven't been by. So that's my answer, and it's what I'm sticking to. But I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I am going to call an end to my stream for here. So I would like to thank everyone very much for joining me. I know. We've saved Faldheim, and we're on our way to Earworth. We'll be talking to our companions Horm, Cordon, and Nona at the beginning of next session. We'll continue on, and that session will be this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. I think what I'm probably going to go ahead and do is take that part that I did for LIs, cut it down, and I may go ahead and turn it into part of my Bardic College of Bree series with a little introduction that I'll add. I know it's not complete, but it at least is a start for people who have questions about their LIs. So I want to thank you, Destiscardo, for that information, for getting things going, getting my brain working on it. I appreciate that very much. So I hope everyone has a good time. I will see you all this Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific. Again, if you want to talk about LOTRO, if you want to talk about Diablo, if you want to talk about Path of Exile, link to my Discord is down below or it's in chat. Come on by, join me. Love to talk to you. But let me see here. Let me check something else out real quick. Let's see who is... Online. Nobody that I'm following is online, and those that are following are not doing Lord of the Rings. So I will just go ahead and end it here, I guess, for today. So again, everyone have fun, be safe, take care, and I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye, my friends.